Welcome to Life and Living. I'm Joanna Gagis. This first segment today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, dessert. I love dessert. I love sweets. I'm joined right now in the studio by Nicole Morano, who's the owner and pastry chef at Sweet Lovin' Cake in Glen Rock, New Jersey. Welcome, Nicole.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're so thrilled to have you. I am particularly thrilled to have you because, like I said, I love dessert, but I don't bake. I never was a baker, never could. I fail every time. So I love talking to people who know how to make it work. Tell us about Sweet Lovin' Cake. Tell us about your pastry shop and what goes on there.
Well, we do all in-house baking, and we are a scratch bakery. We do cakes and cookies and cupcakes, and we also have chocolates and a lot of candy.
Anything for a sweet tooth.
Yes.
How did you first discover your love of baking?
I guess my mom and my grandmother used to bake a lot, and I would watch my mom. She would make us cakes all the time for our birthdays and decorate, and just kind of picked it up one day. And
you create some beautiful, beautiful creations.
Lots of practice.
Lots of practice.
And then I did it a little bit backwards, so I started to decorate, and then I realized this was something I wanted to make a career out of. So I went to the French Culinary Institute in New York, and I completed the pastry arts program. And
is it a different program for pastry than for regular chef?
Yes, yes. It's I think the same amount of time, but it's only pastry.
So you really perfected your craft, you honed your craft. And how do you get to graduating from there and owning your own place? Because that's a big venture.
Kind of just walked into this one again.
Literally?
Literally. I went to say hi to the previous owner of Sweet Lovin' Cake, which at the time was Heavenly Treats in Glen Rock, and I walked into her shop and I said, oh my God, this is like my dream store.
Why?
And,
what was it about it?
Just the feeling you got when you walked in. Like, I love candy, I love sweets, and it's like Candyland. And she was selling, unfortunately, at the time.
She was selling the shop.
Mm-hmm. She was looking for, somebody to take over, and she was having a difficult time finding somebody to come in and take over. And I talked to my mom, and the next day I had intent to purchase papers signed at 10 in the morning.
So you wasted no time.
No, and it was a full commercial kitchen in the back, so I could definitely bring in my cakes and more of a baked, feel to the store. So
let's talk about your cakes. You have some beautiful creations, some very clever creations. Where does the idea come from? Where do most of the ideas come from for the cake designs?
A lot of the clients come in with some ideas.
Batman.
They're having a theme. Yeah, this was a themed birthday. Food is my favorite to do. I love doing stuff, cakes,
that look
like food. It's great because I can really, the chili, I can embrace.
That's a chili crock-pot cake?
Yes.
That looks like a pot of chili.
It's all cake.
That's all cake. You made the crock-pot and the chessboard all out of cake.
Yes. It's fun to do food.
How long does that take?
A couple hours for decoration, and then, bake time is all different. So I would say anywhere from 10 to 12 hours from start to finish.
Is that an Xbox cake?
Yes.
I mean, that's unreal.
But
look at that remote controller.
This kind of stuff is my favorite thing to do because you can embrace the imperfections with, especially with food. You really want to make the cheese look real, so you don't want it to look perfect. While when wedding cakes, that's all you're trying to do is make everything look perfect. So it's kind of a nice break from, the monotony of.
Let's talk about Icing Smiles.
Okay.
It's a unique program that you're intimately involved in. Talk about what it is.
It's a nonprofit organization, and they provide dream cakes to families with sick children. But it can also be a brother or sister of a child who has an illness, and it just helps brighten their day and kind of have a more happy memory of one of their birthdays. And
how do you find these kids?
There are state representatives for Icing Smiles, and they reach out to us. So you don't have to be a professional pastry chef or cake decorator. It can be a hobby of yours as well, and you just donate your time and you donate a dream cake to a family.
And before we switch gears, and I embarrass myself on TV and showing how I don't bake and how I don't know how to decorate a cupcake, real quick, you're doing right now the Great Purple Cupcake Project, and that's for the Anita Kaufman Project?
Yes, for epilepsy awareness.
Okay, that's a terrific thing. I know near and dear to your heart, that foundation. So,
yes.
Okay, talk to me about what we have here. You have, what is this called right here?
Just some buttercream.
Okay, show me how this works.
And then we have the cupcakes here. So it's just a simple swirl that you do on the top of the cupcake.
She says simple, and I have a feeling it's not going to be so simple.
From this angle, it's a little bit more difficult. But you just, when you want to ice a cupcake, I start straight up and down. And you just apply pressure in a circular motion. And then when you're finished, you release pressure and just pull up.
Okay, let's see how I do. Let's try my hand here. I'm going to embarrass my sister and my mother, who both do this very well, and I do not.
Not
How's that?
bad.
Not bad?
It looks pretty
All
good
right.
to me.
Do I have a future?
I think so.
Woo!
Yeah, it's
not
pretty
too
good.
bad, huh? All right. You know what? Do you need some help in the shop? I'm free. I'm free on Saturday. So as I keep doing this, can I do anything different? Anything different design here? Talk me
It's
through.
tough with that giant
Oops,
tip.
I didn't start in the center. You see, I already messed up. So talk to me about the creative process. I mean, do you look at as a cupcake or at a cake as a blank slate? I mean, what do you see when you?
Well, cupcakes you can do so much with. You can put them in shapes. You can do, cupcake toppers for them. I like, in particular, the cupcake towers where you have a little decorated cake at the top, and then
I love those
cupcakes that come around the bottom.
What do you say we put a few sprinkles on here? Can I dig into this
Sure.
sprinkle jar? Here, I'll let you open that for me. Pop that baby open. So tell people where not Heavenly Treats, where Sweet Lovin' Cake is located.
Sweet Lovin' Cake is on Rock Road in Glen Rock. It's 216 Rock Road.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Nicole, thank you so much for letting me make a mess in our studio here and for trying my hand at baking.
Thank
It's
you.
really a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks so much.
And learning about your shop.
How do you create change? By cultivating hope. And we see that every day. In the eyes of our preschoolers, in the souls of the seniors in our Adult Day program, in the minds of the students at Robert Treat Academy, a national Blue Ribbon School of Excellence, in the passion of children in our Youth Leadership Development Program, in our commitment to connections at the Center for Autism, and in the heart of our community, the North Ward Center, creating opportunities for equity, education, and growth.
Also brought to you by Choose New Jersey and by Seton Hall University.